Frexit Now. EU alarm bells as France told to follow UK-led and take back control. The European Union has been placed on alert after a leading Frexit campaigner warned France could be the next country to follow the UK out of the bloc, insisting the European giant must take back control. Britain finally completed its full departure from the EU on New Year's Eve, 4.5 years after the historic Brexit referendum and subsequently ending nearly 50 years of EU membership. London and Brussels had agreed a post-Brexit trade deal just a week earlier, following several months of tense and often bitter negotiations between the two sides. The UK had been locked in a transition period lasting nearly a year that forced the country and continuing to follow the EU's rules around the customs union and single market. But the agreed trade deal has freed Britain from Brussels' shackles, with Boris Johnson insisting the UK has now taken back control and can flourish as a growing sovereign nation. Now the coined phrase Frexit, created to try and force France's own exit from the EU, is picking up significant pace on social media as demands for the country to be the next to leave the bloc continue to surge. Charles-Henri Gallois, president of the political movement Generation Frexit, believes France is edging closer to leaving the EU and has demanded the country take back control like the UK has following Brexit. He warned despite the billions of euros France will lose from continuing to be a long-standing EU member, the argument centers around sovereignty and democracy, but warned there is no such thing as the latter in the bloc at present. Mr. Gallois told Express.co.uk, a country which does not control its laws, its money, its commercial agreements, its currency, its boundaries is not a sovereign country at all. France is a great country and should take back control. You can have thousands of economic arguments as the EU costs us a lot financially, cost of the euro currency overvalued for our economy. France is the second largest contributor to EU budget. France will lose 40 billion euros in the recovery fund, but eventually it's about democracy. Do we want to be governed by French people that we elect and that we can fire in the next election if the policy is wrong? There is no such thing as democracy in the EU.